Okay, welcome back. This is Cheryl with Succulents and Cacti. I'm calling this one Container Collecting for Cacti. So I found the first garage sale today in my neighborhood of the season. Right now it's February 11th today. And that's pretty early, but there's these people who keep their garage full of stuff because it looks like they have their parents' estate sale boxes. They have millions of boxes to go through. And so they keep a running garage sale starting in February that goes all the way till late fall. And they always have the most interesting things. Some of these things have been around forever. Some are collectible like crazy. But I bought them all for different reasons. I am going to be, and I have been learning how to drill holes in glass, porcelain, and ceramics, because whenever you plant a cacti, you must have a drainage hole. It's just silly not to, because they're super dry. So at one time, somewhere along the line, this one was purchased for $2.99 at a thrift store. That's not what they sold it for, but you could see I could remove the tag, but actually I'm going to leave it on right now, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. But this one, I just thought that was really cute and unique, and I fell in love with the turtle, and it was in excellent shape. There were no chips. I don't like to buy chip things. This one's going to be hard to drill because it's highly unstable, so I might have to like do that on the edge of the table because you drill from the bottom. This one, that one came from Mexico. The design on it is just beautiful, but that is absolutely perfect for any kind of cacti. I would put probably an Echeveria in there because they spread out beautifully like a flower like that, and that would be a nice rounded plant. Again, no chips, really healthy. Okay, and then at the end I'll tell you what I paid for all these. These I'm a little nervous about because, you know, it is glass, but the fact that the divot is in the middle and the outside has ridges, it's not like the drill is going to skip off because it's got stuff to keep it right in that area. Okay, so I got one, and then I found the other one when I went through the sale a second time. I always go through a sale really quickly, especially if people are there, grab everything I think I might want right away and put it on the hold table. And then I go back a second time, and had I not gone back, I wouldn't have seen that I have this same exact bowl, but in red. And I've got some beautiful red and orange and pink Echeverias coming that could go in there, and also some cacti that would look great with that. So I got two of those. And then I got this. This is just an old dish. You can heat with it, it says. I don't know. I think it's Fosteria or Foster. And that's actually like a bowl you'd use in the kitchen. It's really scratched inside, but it doesn't matter to me. As long as it doesn't have a chip on the outside, I'm good with that because I don't like to get cut. The red dots are the original price they had on some of these. And then, like I said, I'll tell you at the end what I paid for all of them. Yeah. This one was so cute, too. This one is also a bowl, but I thought, what an adorable bowl. And this would be a great one for, like, 3 cacti together. You might say, wow, that's really shallow, as is this. But cacti do not have a huge root base. Neither do succulents. They can either spread out this way or they can grow down. So there's a lot of flexibility when you're finding containers for your succulents. And then these I bought not to drill a hole in. These I bought because I've seen some videos recently where you put water in the bottom and then you put a plant in there to get it to root, like maybe an Echeveria that doesn't have any roots on it, or one that you cut off at the top to reroot it. And so you don't want it sitting in water, so they would just rest on the glass and the water would be here, and then the roots would grow down towards the water. And those were perfectly sized for that need. Again, I've watched a lot of videos. I've learned about my needs, and I'm really finding ways to save money. I'll come back to this stack in a minute and explain why. This one, sadly, I broke. This is the only one I broke. It dropped, and this piece broke. The other chip might be on the floor under my couch. I have to go look. But as I set the bag down, this one fell out. I might use it anyway. I can always put a little clay in there and then sand it. But I just thought it was so cute. And here's the other thing about this one. This one is actually terracotta. Okay, now that's really important because terracotta is the best thing to plant cacti and succulents in because terracotta breathes, especially if it's not painted. If it's painted, that changes everything. But a terracotta plant made out of clay breathes. Yeah, and that's what those are. Okay. I've also got one like that I haven't planted yet that I bought. I've also got that one that I haven't used yet. I'm saving that for something special that's coming. And then up there, I ordered a bunch of really cute little baby ones. Let me take you over there. And you'll see all the different sizes of terracotta. It's really important. I mean, it doesn't mean you can't plant in plastic like this one's in plastic right here. But that's because I ran out of terracotta pots. You'll notice I try to use them whenever I can. So if I find something terracotta, like this little kitty, I'm going to snatch it up, especially, you know, whether it's got a hole or not, because obviously I already told you I'm going to drill a hole in it. I really hope I can find that other little chip. Anyhow, so I bought all those, and then, you know, I also bought this guy. And this one I'm not going to drill a hole in. This one was marked $3. I have seen this exact dish on eBay for over $20. So this is a collectible. A lot of plant containers are usually collectibles. This one has no markings, but it's so adorable. And this one, I'm not going to plant succulents in. I'm going to use it for rooting because it's narrow and it's long. And all I have to do is put some water in the bottom and then set the plant on the top of the edges so the roots will go down to the water. So that's also a nice one for a temporary holding area while they're waiting so they dry out. And I'll come back to that later. So I bought all of that. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 10 really helpful pot-like things. And then I also bought these. You always find odd stuff like this that sells. And these are little cuties. I mean, they're small. So once you drill a hole in something, you need something under it if you're not putting it in a pan or such. That one's too big, but I would use it, you know, maybe for something like that. So it would just be one, just enough to catch the little bit of water that might come with it. And it's not obnoxious. It doesn't take up more room in my trays or on my shelves. But I picked up 6 of those. And now I'm going to tell you what I paid for all this. So this one was $2. That one was $2. That one was, she said, $1. So that's $5. This one was supposed to be $3 or $4. You know, so we'll say 5, 6, 7, 8. This was supposed to be $3, 9, 10, 11. These were supposed to be 2 each, 12, 13, 14, 15. This was supposed to be 3, 18, 19, 20. And then all of these, $21. All I had on me was a $10 bill. And I said, will you take 10 for all of them? She said, sure. And she's a gal that I go back to. I've been to her sale twice already each summer. And I don't think that had to do with it. I don't know if she even remembered me. But I got all of this for 10. And if I were to buy 3 terracottas, that size right there, or yeah, about that size right there, if I would have bought 3 of those, I would have spent $10 already. So now there is an advantage and there's a very big disadvantage. Like I said, terracotta is the one thing you want for succulents and cacti. It breathes, it dries out quickly because they don't want to sit in water and get soggy too long. You rarely, you know, water them. In the summer, you water them maybe once a month, depending on what they are, to once every 2 or 3 weeks. In the winter, when you have, if they're inside, not outside, and you have the heat on a lot, which of course I do, those can dry out and get a lot drier. You might water them every 2 weeks. So that's the good thing about succulents and cacti that I do like, is that you have to water them way, way less than regular houseplants like those. Because, I mean, I'm always watering my houseplants over here. I've got aloe vera. There's some more cacti that I got those also, each one of those, not including the one in the blue container here. But all the other ones, I got those for $2.99 a piece at Home Depot. So container buying and container prep, you need a hole. This is what I bought. Now, all the videos I watch say that the diamond drill bits are really expensive. Well, I'm not going to pay really expensive because I have heard from a few sources that they do wear out pretty quickly. So I got this entire set, every size you could possibly need, depending on the size of your container. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bits for $10, $1 a bit, Amazon. So that's highly affordable. And you must have these types of bits if you are going to drill any type of glass, porcelain, or ceramic. That'll be another video when I get to that. I'm going to be making one of those next weekend because right now all I want to do is get ready for planting all my new goodies that are sitting over in these boxes over here. And yeah. So, easily I could have spent $20 to $25 on this stuff. But why? Why should I do that when I can go to a garage sale or a thrift store? They're the best places. Hit every garage sale you can if you're going to get into business doing this, and then you'll have it. Now, the other benefit is, where did I put that? I don't know where. I left them in the car. I bought some really big at the dollar store. I bought some of those really big, like, foil trays and I bought rectangle foil trays that you would use if you were doing like a Super Bowl party. That's funny, the Super Bowl's tomorrow. If you were doing a Super Bowl party and doing like wings in one, fried chicken in another, meatballs in another. I bought some really nice big ones about from the end of the table to here, and they will fit on my new shelves that are coming. They're not here yet. I'm getting 2 additional growing stations that are coming. They will fit perfectly like this, and I won't have to have something under every pot. So I'm going to use those. I am going to put some pumice and gravel in the bottom of them so there's, it raises them up so when you put the pot in, there's drainage. And there's air underneath the pot because just sitting it flat, even if the water seeps out and it's sitting in water, that's not what you want with cacti and succulents. Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. I did a heavy shopping today. So there's a lot of opportunity here, save a lot of money. And I'm going to be doing a lot of things like on how to prep those and how to choose what goes in which container. Because I think understanding your containers is as important as understanding how to plant your cacti, succulents, how to prep them, how to use the right soil mixture. There's so many components. And that's what's exciting for me because by trade, I'm a teacher. And I absolutely love learning new things. And my new passion is going to go on for years. I can see it. It's funny because for years, I never, ever enjoyed or thought I would enjoy cacti or succulents of any sort because I've always done regular house plants. These are called bird's nests. I have a lot of aloes. I sell a lot of really big aloes. That's an aloe propagation center. I sell a ton of spider plants. As simple as they are, people love them. This past year I sold 20 really giant ones for like $15 each. Maybe 10. I made about $250 to $300. And that's just propagating those babies, that I have right there. So there's a lot of ways to make money so you can afford your hobby. But again, I want to turn this into a retirement business. I don't retire for about 10 years. We'll see how that goes. So this will be a backup to make money. And it's a passion. There's nothing wrong with turning your passion into a business as long as it doesn't get so big that it takes the excitement away from you. I just love learning anything I can. Again, this is a propagating area. This was actually all of these babies. They all came from one mother plant. This one. I transplanted her. She's not in the right soil with gravel right now. I've got that coming. But, you know, everything here came from one plant. All the spider plants came from a mother plant. And I have over here, this was my original mother plant. I mothered it to death. And I took over 200 babies off of her in the last 3 years. She died way back, and I thought she was going to die. So I cut her almost back to the soil. And she completely came back, and now she's shooting more babies out again. So whenever you get and develop a really nice mother plant, make sure you don't sell that one. This is going to be my next mother plant right there. Obviously, you can see I've got 20 to 30 babies on her. And then over here, I've got other things going on. This is my leaf propagation tray, where I simply just drop the leaves in there. And I've learned a better way since I did this. And at the end of every leaf, it roots and starts a new baby off of any succulent you have. So I'm just trying to give you a little bit of goodie at the end of my container video. These are dragon fruit that are now rooting. And then back here, I've got other stuff. These have to go in the soil today or tomorrow. That's my blue agave. And she was almost dead when she came. This was the same company that did not wrap, in another video, did not wrap their stuff very well at all, and it was really damaged. So I won't be buying from that company anymore. And then, you know, just a little bit of everything. These are peanut cactus. I recently that's what started it all. I got some peanut cactus because I never liked really big prickly cactus. And then I grew a peanut cactus, and I'm in love. They're so easy to root. So there's just a little gander at some of my goodies. And there'll be a lot more when my new racks show up. I've also got probably another 50 plants coming in the next 2 weeks. And I'm done buying for a while. I have to start saving in case, you know, the tax man gets me. There's an Echeveria, and she's one of my new ones. She'll be a beautiful color once she kicks in and grows. She's already blooming too. This is a online seller that I'm a customer of. I would buy from them again. Their stuff came great. She sent me this too. I love the Golden Nugget. It's definitely a favorite right now. But I don't have a lot of my Echeverias here yet. One of my orders, they messed up, and so they have to resend. Yeah, and that one's a rat tail cactus, and that one's a monkey tail cactus. So the other thing that's exciting is the more videos you watch, or the more reading that you do, you're going to learn the names really quickly. Yeah, so enjoy. This is Cheryl, signing out.